Quadratic equation, factorable or not. Let's say that you're given this quadratic equation and the question asks you to determine if this quadratic equation is factorable or not. So the thing to determine if it's factorable or not, you have to think of two multiplication numbers that will multiply out equals to 36. So think of two numbers that are multiple to give 36. So the first number will be 1 times 36 equals to 36. And the next number will be 2 times 18 equals to 36. And you just go on until you think of all the two multiple numbers that will equals to 36. So this is the list of all the two multiples that will give 36. So the next step is to take two of this number that will add up equals to 12 right here according to this given middle term. So the only two numbers that will add up to 12 will be 6 plus 6. So the two numbers that will add up to give 12 will be 6. You will choose this number because if you choose any other number like 4 plus 9 is not going to equal to 12. The only number is 6 plus 6 equals to 12. So you choose this multiple. So 6 times 6 equals to 36 and 6 plus 6 equals to 12. So once you find two numbers that will add up equals to 12 according to the given middle term right here, then that means this quadratic equation is factorable. And you could write it like this. Write the 2 bracket and equals to 6. So the two multiple will be 6 plus 6 times 6 plus 6 equals to 0. And the answer for this given quadratic equation will be x equals to -6. When you plug -6 back into this original equation and solve for it, the answer will be 0 equals to 0. So that's how you find whether if this quadratic equation is factorable or not. The first thing is to find the two numbers that are multiple to give 36. And the second step is to find two numbers that add up to give you 12. So let's say if I change this quadratic equation by x squared plus 12x and I put a -36, and they want us to find whether if this quadratic equation right here is factorable or not. So you just do the same thing, find two numbers that are that multiple to give -36. So the two numbers, you start with the lowest, so -1 times 36 will equals to -36. -2 times 18 will equals to -36. So you just increase this number that will give you and times some number that will give you to -36, and this is the list. So the second step is to find two numbers that will add up to give positive 12. So if you take -1 plus 36 is not going to be positive 12. I mean, you can take any of this number. None of them will add up to give you 12. So this quadratic equation is not factorable. Since it's not factorable, you need to use the quadratic formula to find the value of the x. So this is how you determine if this quadratic equation is factorable or not. The first step is to find the two numbers that that will give a multiple to give the last term right here. And the second step is to find the two numbers that will add up to this middle term right here.